Christmas Dorks, a Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction written and narrated by Mira. Artwork by Bcarr116 on Twitter. You can find a link to their Twitter and Pixiv account in the description box below. Now then, if you're new to this channel, hi there, I'm Mira, and I write and narrate Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction, so you can enjoy it whether you're in the car, cleaning your room, have ADHD, have dyslexia, what have you, or even if you just prefer to listen. You can check out other videos on this channel for more Miraculous Ladybug content, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment in support of the YouTube creator and algorithm. If you don't know what to comment, put Christmas Adrienette. Now then, please enjoy Christmas Dorks. Marinette Dupang Chang with her Christmas-loving boyfriend. Marinette smiled to herself as she watched her boyfriend layer his scarf over his freshly gifted hand-knit sweater she made for him. "Ready to go?" she asked, noticing Plag's loud burp. That was his signal he was ready for more, but she knew something shiny could distract him if she timed it right. "Huh?" Adrien looked up from his styling. "Oh, sure." "What about gloves?" "We're not planning on being outside for long, are we?" "I'm thinking more about your inability to restrain yourself from chucking compact snow at our dear friend." "Hey now," Adrien said, narrowing his eyes. "He started the Snowball war." "Of course." He offered her his hand as she laughed and took it without even a thought of hesitation. Such gestures became ordinary for her, but she'd never forget to give him a small squeeze whenever they connected. "Oh, wait." Adrien stopped as they passed the threshold. Marinette looked up to see the mistletoe. Of course he would. "You dork," she said. "Kisses?" He leaned in. "You put this up, didn't you?" "You can buy my silence with a kiss." "I'm looking for the answer, you goof." "Okay, fine." He flashed a grin. "You can buy my answer with one, then." She sighed, her heart light, then pushed herself onto her toes. "There," she said, after a cute peck. "Not that I need the answer." "Innocent until proven guilty." "You're the only person in this room tall enough to hang it up." "You got me." He squeezed her hand. "I just wanted to get a kiss from the prettiest girl in the house." "Ew, don't kiss my mother. That's gross and weird." He flattened his lips and narrowed his eyes. "You know what I mean." "You don't think she's the prettiest?" "This smells like a trap." Marinette laughed and pulled him out of the doorway. "Come on, they're probably waiting for us." "Starbucks first?" "With how much you mention it, I have to wonder if you're sponsored by them." "I wish." "Dork." "You're dork." "You're a dork." They got Starbucks, of course, and met their friends at the park. Adrien slipped his hot chocolate to Marinette, and she knew he meant it was preparing for the Snowball surprise, but Nina was already one step ahead of him. He'd slipped her a snowball when Adrien wasn't looking, so when he gave her the hot chocolate, she slammed the projectile into his chest, lifting up when he jumped back in surprise so some of it would make it under his scarf and down his shirt. "Et tu, brute?" Adrien whispered, dropping to his knees and looking up at her. She put his drink to her lips and took a long sip, letting the slurp echo in the silence between them as she held eye contact.
They're in their own world, aren't they?
She heard Nino say, but she didn't want to look away and diminish the quality of her power move. Come on, you dorks. We're already almost late for the movies because of you, Ollie had called.
You got free Starbucks out of it, though,
Adrien said, breaking the eye contact to look at her.
That's basically a blood transfusion for you, or at least the equivalent.
Ha ha. You know what we haven't done? Marinette said when they walked out of the movie theater almost 3 hours later.
What?
Adrien asked, already making a snowball while Nino talked to Alia. Christmas cards.
Huh?
Like as a couple.
Oh.
Adrien furrowed his brow as he molded a near-perfect sphere.
Aren't we teenagers, though?
Unless you're lying about your age.
I mean, like, no one expects us to send out Christmas cards as a couple.
He was doing that thing where it was her decision, but he absolutely wanted it. Christmas and a couple's photo? No doubt. Wouldn't it be cute, though? She grabbed the snowball from him.
What are...
He sighed, then squatted to scoop more snow.
I mean, you're always cute, but...
It's not like I'm planning on breaking up with you. We've been dating for almost a year, and we have those Lady Noir photos we did for a fundraiser last year. Wouldn't it be cute to have Christmas photos for each year we started our relationship, romantic or not?
I mean, I basically thought of us as a couple when we took those photos last year.
I know, Kitty, I know.
So, we'll take them at home then?
Yeah, my parents are at a business meeting for downtown development, so we can get Tiki and Plag on camera too.
But they won't show up.
I know. She threw the snowball as Nino waved goodbye, and Alia returned the gesture. Oh, she was in on this too now, huh? No matter. Adrien had her back, flinging his like a whip in retaliation, leaving 2 hits on Nino and 1 on Marinette for the score. But if we give them little presents, it'll mark their presence and we can just say we used Photoshop.
Smart.
Shall we get going?
Starbucks round 2?
Are you sure you aren't sponsored by them?
Ha.
They chose the Agreste Manor over the bakery, mostly because Alia's DSLR was there from a photo shoot the night before. She absolutely used Adrien as a background for clout on her personal Instagram, but that was beside the point. Right about there, Marinette said, looking through the viewfinder as Adrien stood in front of it.
Looks good?
He asked. Like a model.
Thanks.
She scooted next to him as the shutter cut down and Plag and Tiki bickered. Say cheese, she said, throwing up a peace sign.
Cheese!
Plag exclaimed.
Not now, Plag.
Adrien sighed. Marinette sighed at the viewfinder facing them. Looks like we'll have to take it again. She pressed the Bluetooth shutter and, as the countdown started, found Adrien making an okay sign over her eye. You dork. She returned the gesture, mostly as a joke, but when the photo showed up, they decided to keep it.
Looks nice,
Adrien nodded, flipping through the 5-photo burst. I'll draw little cat ears on it.
Only if it's in crayon.
And little star antennae, she said, noticing his arm sliding around her hip. Oof. She liked him so much. The gesture warmed her from head to toe better than her coat did.
That's a cute nod to our relationship.
Thanks. Marinette looked up and smiled at him, only to have the gesture returned with a kiss.
Likewise.
Hey. She gave his chest a light slap.
Yes.
I like you.
Oh?
I think you're cute.
Thanks.
No, you're supposed to say you too, you dork.
I don't want to be Captain Obvious.
Nice save.
I like you too.
He pulled her into another kiss, and she lost her breath in the action. Thanks. A warm smile spread across her face.
Movie?
Adrien gestured to the couch. Didn't we just...
But that wasn't a Christmas movie.
She rolled her eyes, knowing the gesture wouldn't hurt him. Fine.
Thanks, babe.
Snuggling up to her Christmas-loving dork of a boyfriend, Marinette enjoyed the second movie of the day on his couch, happy and feeling the holiday magic in the air. Looking back, she never would have thought she'd be so comfortable with him that she'd not only use dry sarcasm, but dry sarcasm as banter with him. Oh, how things change. He held all of her heart, and it made her glow like holiday lights. Ah, yes. She was more than happy to enjoy this season with this Christmas dork. Thank you so much for listening. If you've made it all the way to the end, don't forget to not only, subscribe and smash that like button, but leave a comment to help support the YouTube algorithm. If you don't know what to comment, put how things change. I will catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for listening all the way to the end. Bye! They chose... Is that a spider?